What's going on? This is Shane Thomas, ready to show you another country classic on acoustic guitar. This time, this video, we are going to learn Swingin' Doors by Merle Haggard. This was off the 1966 album entitled Swingin' Doors by Merle Haggard and the Strangers. Of course, this song was written by Merle Haggard. Very simple song, about 3 chords is all we need to learn to, and I'll show you a little variation of one of them, but for the most part, it's 3 chords. And that's all we need to learn, how to play this song. So let's get right with it. It's in the key of G. So the intros, basically, you got that classic steel guitar that kind of chimes in there. You just play the following chords. You go from G. So G is on, put a finger on the 6th string on that 3rd fret there. Then put a finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret. Play the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string open. Check out these chord diagrams if you need help knowing where your fingers go and what strings to touch. And then that 1st string on the 3rd fret, press down on that. That's a G, open G chord. Dun, 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 dun. So the next chord of the intro is a C chord, C major chord. First finger goes on the 1st fret, 2nd string. Put that middle finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string. And then your ring finger goes on the 3rd fret, 5th string. Strum down all 5 strings there, 5th string on down. And that's our 2nd chord. 3rd chord is D. D, major chord, is 1st string, 2nd fret. Put that middle finger there. Put your 1st finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Put that ring finger in between on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. 4th string on down is what you want to play. And then you go back to G. G, C, D, G. And that's your intro. Now strumming pattern. Just a nice kind of down, up, down, down, up, down, down. Just a nice down. Up, down, up, down. That's the strumming pattern. So we got the chords to the intro. Let's start with the verse. So basically song structure is very, very, very simple. You got intro, verse 1, chorus, got a little music interlude, and then you got verse 2, chorus, and that's pretty much it. So make sure your finger's on that G chord right there. Let's start singing. This old smoke-filled bar is something I'm not used to. So G to C, back to G, but I gave up my home. See you satisfied. That's a D right there. Go back to G. You know where I'll be staying, living, C. It's not much. G, D, G. I got. So we're getting ready to go into the chorus. But before we go into the chorus, just remember, see, this old smoke-filled bar is something I'm not used to. See, every one of these guitar tutorials I do of a Merle Haggard song, I get a copyright claim. So that's why I'm trying not to sing for too long. I kind of break it up, try to avoid these copyright claims. See, dun dun dun, back to G, to D. So basically the verses are G to C, back to G, then to D. And then you go into the chorus. I got swinging doors, a jukebox, and a bar stool, G to C, my new home. back to G, neon sign, D, stop by, G to C. It's not much, G. So G, C, back to G to D. Now there is one little part that I'll show you here in the verses. If you want to add a little variation to the G chord, you can. So let's finish up. Well, we just finished up with the chorus, but then that little music interlude is basically G, C, just like the verses, just like the intro. G, D, G. Now you go into your second verse. I got everything I need to drive me crazy to see. I got everything it takes to lose my mind to D. G, back to G. Now right here, if you want, you can go to a G7. So there's our G. So the lyric, and you do this, you can do this in the first part of the first verse too. And in here the atmosphere. So at the end of atmosphere on verse 2, you can go from G to G7. So basically a G7, just play your G right there like you normally do, but instead of using your pinky on the 3rd fret, press down on the on the 3rd fret, 1st string. You take your pinky off and put your first finger right there. 1st fret, 1st string. So as you play it in its entirety, and in here the atmosphere, G7, just right for heartache, C, G, D, back to G. Repeat that chorus. I got swinging doors, a jukebox, and a bar stool, C. And my new home is a flashing neon sign. And then back to G, C, G. Always here to closing time. 'Cause I'm always here till closing time. So after the second verse, you basically, he just says, 'cause I'm always here at home till closing time. Just do that again. So that's how you play Swinging Doors. So let's recap. Your chords are G, C, and back to G, to D, go back to G, C, G, D, G. And again in the verses, if you want to put a little da-do-do-do, you can put that little G7 there, which is basically not putting your pinky on the 3rd fret 1st string. Instead, put it on the first string 1st fret. So very simple. The G chord, the G major chord, the C major chord, and the D major chord. You just kind of do that where you're alternating. You go from G to C, back to G to D. You just alternate kind of like that for most of the song. And then you got the intro, verse 1, little musical interlude, verse 2. Oh, I should say I skipped the chorus. Intro, verse 1, chorus, little musical interlude where you're playing the same chords. Verse 2, repeat chorus, little outro. When I say outro, it's that, 'cause I'm always here alone, closing time, here at home till closing time. And that's how you play Merle Haggard's Swinging Doors, a wonderful classic song of the country canon. And you should be strumming this and playing this in no time, I would think. So if you like this video, hit that like button. If you hadn't already, I appreciate it if you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you get all the latest country guitar tutorials as soon as I publish them. I'm Shane Thomas. Y'all keep strumming and humming. Y'all take care.